We are creatively diverse.
I'm BJ.
And I'm Jazz.
So today's topic is going to be us in the community of LGBT. We wanted to make this video just so our community understands how important we take our lives as being part of the LGBT community and what it means to us, how we want to be advocates, especially in this area, being a military state. I think it's harder for people to come out and feel comfortable coming out and understand that there are groups of grown lesbians who live lives. Some of them, may be a little different, but with that, we don't live it to where we're on Facebook media and, we're doing things as young kids nowadays do. So growing up, I always respected my parents. I was raised in the church, so there's certain things that you do, certain things you don't do, right. And to be respectful, we know those things. So we're just gonna hit a couple of key factors that's important to us, such thing as us coming out, support, what it really means to be advocates, and how much time we put into being an advocate, and the venues and links that we can also use to be advocates in this community. So Jazz is gonna start out with just a little snippet of her coming out. Don't want to go too much into it because we could sit here for days.
Right. So I came out when I was 14. I told my mom. She took it fairly well for what I expected. Just like she said, I was raised up Jehovah's Witness. Of course, like most parents, she thought it was a phase. So she kind of just swept it under the rug. But honestly, I knew ever since I was about 7, that I was a little bit different. I'd rather play football with the boys, and I'd rather wrestle with my brothers rather than play dolls and tea time with my sisters. And I really genuinely started having feelings towards girls in the 2nd grade at the age of 7, and I knew I was different. I didn't know what it was, and it didn't feel normal, so I just kind of kept it to myself. And it's so crazy because all of my family always tell me oh, we already knew. I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me?
Right.
Why didn't you tell me what I was? Because I was confused for a very long time. I even tried dating guys, but it was just weird, and I was kind of doing it to cover things up. Now I do have some family members that I don't talk to because of that, and they just feel like it's not right, and they throw all these Bible verses at you. But I never let that get to me, because at the end of the day, as long as I have my mom and my brothers and sisters in my corner, that's really all that mattered to me. So that was my support system. My brothers and sisters don't care. My mom, after she realized, here we are some years later, okay, this is real. She was there for me, and it was a surprise. I didn't think that would be the case, but that was all the support I needed. So at the end of the day, if you can look at this and know that you're not by yourself, plenty of people have been through it, and more are going to go through it. You can always hit us up, and we'll talk to you on a one-on-one level. Yes. if that'll help you out. That's what we mean by we want to be advocates. We want to help somebody else get through their coming out and beyond.
Yeah, definitely. She hit on a key point of, when you do come out and some of your family members, it may not be Bible verses, it may be just a way of life. And with that, when I came out at the same age, around 14, 15 time frame, and if my father could have snatched my soul out my skin, he would have. And it was hard because I've always been a daddy's girl. My mom is my best friend though. So when you have your mother and your father in your lives, and they're major key parts to you, and they kind of distance themselves from you, it hurts. And it was when I came out, it was like a disappointment. It was like a fall of disappointment. And when you feel that, you don't just feel it in here. Yeah. I mean, you feel it in here, because you go from normal barbecues, normal conversations with people, to where you don't hear from people. You call them, you text them, you don't hear from them. They don't reply. So with that, I think that I just wish family members would understand that when you have a teenager who is going through 1,000 things already,
for sure,
if they come out and they do choose this lifestyle, and they say, this is who I am meant to be, just support it. Because by time, now I'm 31. And now I have conversations with my parents, and we look back on the times and how things could have been different. With that, all I can say is that within the videos that I know we're going to make, even people who are confused at why their kid is choosing this life or why their kid is, lesbian, bi, gay, just let us give you that listening ear, because that's all you need. All I wanted is for someone to come to me during that point in my life and say, it's going to be okay. Why are you choosing this? And then I could explain to them, because it's a feeling. It's not like I go around, I'm just like, yep, today I'm going to pick up smoking. Try to kill myself soon.
It's not the same.
It's not even the same. You can't even compare this one on any level. Because when I truly tell you that I love who I love, I don't love off of race, religion, any of that. So it's difficult to come out and for people to understand why you're coming out. And so many people say when you're coming out at an older age, you're like, you should just stay in the closet. You're already 30, 40 years old. Just stay in the closet. That means that person for 30 or 40 years have already lived in the closet. Mm-hmm. So when they're really able to come out, it's like a party.
Yeah.
So with that, support is a key thing for us. We really do want to support our community in every possible way that we can. I know that Pride for Hampton Roads is coming up in June, and we will definitely be at Pride showing the utmost support.
For sure.
Giving people, flyers, everything that we can, so they understand this is how you can get in contact with us. This is how, we can talk to you. We're also going to, hopefully get out there amongst schools and different programs so people can understand we are out here definitely to advocate, definitely to be here for you guys. One thing I do want to speak on real quick is military life. Jazz is not known to it. I am. In the military life, it's not really easy to, be in this community, only because it's frowned upon. When I came out, this was back when we had Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So then it was like, when my chain of command had found out that I was going to these, gay lounges or gay clubs, I swear I got every late watch. I got extra duty. Extra production was assigned to me. And I knew what it was for. But did I complain? No. Because my mentality then was, you're not going to break me from me being who I was. I'm going to stay them watches. I'm going to bust my ass like I need to. I'm going to stay at the top of every person I can think of, every call, every exam. Because I'm going to prove to you that you're judging me off of a gender I choose and not judging me off my work ethic. Now that the military has gotten their lives and they're more accepting to it, I think it makes people more comfortable in the military. When you're in the military, you're already dealing with 1,000 things. The last thing you want to have to deal with is explaining to someone why you coming home to a woman. The same reason why you're going home to a wife or a husband. So that's who you choose to come home to.
And I want to.
Exactly. So we just want to make it easier for also that community, the military community. So they can have an
outlet.
Right, an outlet that ain't gonna put you on blast or whatnot, can give you venues that are around here that, isn't for the young crowd or isn't for the really old crowd. So definitely a lot of advocates that we're gonna have, a lot of links, a lot of outreach things. You wanna hit on anything else? No? So this is what it means to us. Support, being there for our community, and also always knowing that there's somebody there. You just gotta know there's always a listening ear.
For sure.
Always a listening ear. Never shelter yourself. Never shelter yourself to, just writing or, sometimes people just go in the corner and cry because it gets too much. There's always an outlet. And I definitely know we are two people who are here to listen.
For sure. If you need to talk, text, email, whatever it is. She was a mentor to me. I've been a mentor to different people, who made the transition from, not hiding or being in a closet anymore and just being themselves. You know, at the end of the day, we're some of the nicest people you'll ever meet, but you'll never know that if you don't, you know, let that guard down and get to know us for who we really are, not for who we go to sleep with at night.
Yeah, we're trying to find easier ways to say things instead of just bluntly saying, you know, the person I sleep with.
I was about to say that. I really was.
So with that, at the bottom there's going to be definitely an email for anyone that needs to contact us. Once you email us, we will also send you other links to get in contact with us individually. Our PR team is top notch, so they'll definitely get it to us so you guys can get that support that you need.
Stay tuned. We are creatively diverse.
We out.
We out.